Nigerian Air Force legal officers, journalists, and human rights advocates trained on how to improve civil-military relations by Friedrich Ebert Stiftung by Achibong Jeremiah. To improve the civil-military relationship in Nigeria, Friedrich Ebert Stiftung (FES) has trained Nigerian Air Force legal officers and other critical stakeholders on the benefits of collaborating for a better society. The 3-day workshop held in Lagos is coming 6 months after civil-military desk officers of the Nigerian Army, investigative journalists, and human rights advocates were trained. Mr. Daniel Mann of Friedrich Ebert Stiftung thanked participants for taking part in the workshop. Mr. Daniel, who was represented by Mr. Chidi Ugu, said the people are always at the center of civil-military relations issues, thus pertinent to have constant interaction with members of the armed forces and other critical stakeholders. He urged the participants to seize the opportunity to interact and share ideas on how to achieve a balance and avoid most of the civil-military issues bedeviling the country. On his part, Mr. Bakut, Director General of the Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution, said he is delighted to be part of the program. He noted that the need to change the narrative about the state of civil-military relationships cannot be overemphasized. The DG revealed that the institute was founded in the year 2000 and has been living up to expectations. He said the training is meant to widen the horizon of every stakeholder in the civil-military relations chain to find better ways of dealing with human rights issues. The resource persons are Dr. Freedom Onua, Mr. Saludin Hashim, Mr. Gerald Okafor, Mrs. Ruth Olofin, and Mr. Paul Gwaza. Mr. Saludin Hashim opened the session with the concept and background of the training, as well as protection of civilians and civilian harm mitigation. Dr. Freedom Onua, after presenting an overview of the civil-military relationship in Nigeria, took participants through the role of civil society and civilians in improving civil-military relations or civil security. Mrs. Ruth Olofin expanded on the cardinal relationship between human rights and human rights desk officers and how to maintain a balance between both. Mr. Gerald Okafor talked about democratic accountability mechanisms. Mr. Paul Gwaza's presentation was on the legal framework accountability and human rights enforcement frameworks. The 3-day workshop had experienced hearing sessions. This is the voice of Sylvia Akpan.